What?
Please excuse my random coughing attacks.
Good. Okay, how'd you feel like it went?
And the first note was a little.
Let's be positive. I say, how do you want? I think it went. Oh, I think it was the worst thing ever done on the face of this planet ever. Positive. How do you feel like it went?
Pretty good, except for the first note.
The first one. What was wrong with the first one?
They didn't come in all together.
Okay, we'll do it again. Neither did yours, right? Just kidding. They were actually okay. They were okay. All right, so do the first two measures again.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Was that better?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't notice the first time. That time you didn't breathe with your mouth, at least.
Dang it.
No, which is okay. I mean, it worked, but maybe the first time it would have worked if you would have, just gone through that natural kind of prep thing. Anybody else want to say anything? Chime in? Go. Yeah, Jasmine.
I like the little movement that she had in her wrist on every beat because it made it seem like she wanted the quarter notes to be light but dense.
Yeah, this was, I thought the wrist movement was really appropriate.
I was going to say the exact same thing. I was like, the bounciness kind of like, it gave a clear like separation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't, it made it not just secco dry, zit, zit,
And like,
zit, but it gave it
yeah,
the nice lift
yeah,
afterwards.
You knew like they were supposed to be short as opposed to like long.
Yep.
You knew like, yeah, it was clear. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. What else? Yeah.
We talked about how you have like you expressed like silly things before that worked to your advantage because when it was time to play, your face changed and everybody could tell.
Mhm.
Like there was a time where someone was doing something over there, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
there we go. So that's,
Yeah, it was like,
that
it was
works
like,
to your advantage a lot.
Did
yeah.
Yeah. Good.
We can make a goof. Can you goof?
I get it. Well, anytime. I mean, it's like, if your default is something that's, if your default emotion or affect is something that's pretty strong, maybe yours is happy, and other people's is angry or whatever, when you show the opposite of that, it's like, dark clouds, and then just separate enough for one bright beam of light. And it's very stark contrast. So yeah, I just thinking about the two, Stephen up here and then you up here. Stephen, if you would watch, your default gesture's kind of high. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes yours seems lower. I wouldn't necessarily say it's low, but this would be fine if you're conducting the oboe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then sometimes to conduct the people back here, like John, what we'll do is we'll raise it up like this.
Okay.
But that's not what we want to do. We want to extend a little bit. For some reason, we're all really uncomfortable to extend and get the stick out there. We want to keep everything right back here where it's safe. It's all right. Put that on. Okay? The other thing, too, is kind of I'm going to take the opposite stance of what Megan was saying. Okay? Maybe, well, not the opposite. I'm going to take a different approach to it. Maybe instead, what you did was you came up and you're like, woo-hoo, let's talk about approach. All right, great. And, all right. And it was effective, right? Maybe do that before you step here. A lot of people treat this like, I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying a lot of people treat this like it's sacred ground. And it's all normal, but once you step into onto the magic box, then it's time to play.
Yeah.
And we talked about, I've seen some folks, and these are just ideas, but I've seen folks that the way they approach the podium. You know, just their approach already begins to set a tone and a mindset for what's getting ready to happen. You know, and it's all, you think about it, that's just all just timing and pacing. You did the same thing. It took you some time to get them to kind of calm down, you know, once you were up here. And if you were really efficient, or even more efficient, you could be doing that on the way up here. It's just perfecting things, but you're doing really well. Once you do it one more time, see if you can bring the stick out away. Yeah, maybe a little lower. It doesn't have to be up high, but just bring it out and away like you're gonna shake somebody's hand up here rather than down here. You know, shake their hand, look them in the eye. Shoot them? Oh, okay. It's that morbid Greek mafia thing. Good, good. I think that you could show a little. These are just thoughts, too. Okay, don't take everything that I say honestly. Take it with a grain of salt in here. Okay, these are just thoughts, things that maybe you haven't thought of yet. Doesn't mean that you do anything wrong or bad. It's just different. Watch the video, and I think maybe during the majority of what you're doing, hey, look up here. Stephen, too, I want to kind of say the same thing. Do a little less conducting with your head and more with the stick. Okay? It's kind of interesting. Stephen, if you took away the stick on yours, you would see pulse in your body. And if you took that away, you would see the pattern in your head. And try to take all that and put it right out here. Okay? Now with you, it was kind of interesting. Did anybody notice Sammy went ding, 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 ding. And I don't know, what were you, do you remember what you were thinking at the time?
I was trying to listen to the release, to the attacks, because
Really?
they were kind of muddled.
They weren't exactly what you wanted? That's exactly what I saw. You know, because it looked like, really? Really? And that was good. I mean, I was watching, I was like, oh, if I were playing, I would focus in, because I'd be thinking, oh, wait, I'm not giving her what she wants. And that's what you were doing. So that's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's just great, okay? What I was going to say was take a little bit out from here during the majority of it and give more on the stark contrast, which is the last note, right? Bing, bing, right? Bigger, 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 and you can show more with the rest of your body now.
Okay.
But then, from what you told me, that was really appropriate for you. So good. Anything else for Sammy? That was a big win. That was good.
Oh yeah.
Good job.